Yo, Carl Anthony here, man. It's the second of the year. Um, you probably see this on Friday, January 3rd. And been really trying to figure out how I'm going to shape this channel. Um, and basically, man, it's about self improvement, getting your finances in order, becoming the best man that you can be, and the best human that you can be. This is not exclusive to men, but I am speaking to the men directly. But hey man, we got to pull each other by the bootstraps, and and hold each other accountable for our actions here as men. And I'm trying to reshape what we deem as toxic masculinity. Being a man doesn't mean you got to be toxic. Being a man doesn't mean you have to be a savage. Okay, you could be an alpha man, an alpha male, without being, you know, an asshole, a dictator. Um, I think we get so trapped into these titles and, who's red pill, who's blue pill, who's a beta male, who's an alpha male. Um, and then now we got, all these YouTubers coming up with, their views on semen retention and being spiritual and, you know, retaining and what it means. And basically, man, look, everything has value. A lot of things have value. A lot of this information that you hear, these strategies of how to pick up women and what semen retention can do for your life, and getting your hustle on and being disciplined. Everything has value. Even the red pill dogma, and there's value in that. MGTOW, a lot of this stuff has good concrete value. Being stoic, you know. But my thing is, never get too bogged down by one ideology, and I give all thanks and praise to the Most High, the Creator, and I know that as a man, I have a lot of flaws. Um, I've been on this journey of life for a while, and I'm trying to continue this journey and get better and better as I get older. And I know that's what you should be striving for. So, you know, man, I'm gonna get into all of this, man. I'm gonna show y'all my backstory about some of the things that I've been through in life and where I'm at now, where I'm trying to take it. And, I just want y'all to understand, like, yeah, I'm not trying to create like some kind of cult, I've been looking at all these channels over the last few months, and soaking in some of this information, and just seeing other people's point of views, and I'm like, I get it. I already have some of these thoughts myself, and I overstand and understand, as some people may say, but I feel like each person from these channels are kind of creating these like cult like situations to where people are so dependent upon this knowledge. But the key is to make people, have knowledge of self, and the key is to influence you to, man, create your own way. That's the true mark of a man. Mentorship is everything, though. Being every good man and a successful man has had a mentor, and I think mentorship is, it's very underrated. And especially in Black society. So, as a Black man, when you got your OGs and your elder statesmen and people like that, you know, a lot of time, even like the winos on the street, man, everybody got something to offer, man. Everybody got some wisdom. If you just listen, just listen. Sometimes you may not want to hear it. I look at my son, he's 13, he's like, I'm imparting wisdom on him on a daily basis. And sometimes I know he don't want to hear it. But I try to still break it down to him to where he can understand, because I think one day he's going to have a breakthrough. He's going to go through life. He's about to go to high school next year, well, later on this year. And I know some of the things I say to him now, he's going to look back like, wait a minute, I heard this before. My father told me about this. And a lot of black men, we don't have fathers in our lives. I know I didn't grow up with my father in my life. I know my father, and we're cool. You know what I'm saying? But he wasn't like a prevalent part of my life. And I had my mother. And my grandmother. I had to fend for myself. I had to learn things on my own, and and through my friends. And I had an uncle. My uncle was like 2 years older than me. 3 years older than me. So that was the closest thing to a father figure like or a big brother type person that I had in my life. And he the one taught me how to, talk to girls and how to like, not be scared and not be shy, things like that. And these are things that a lot of men deal with to this day. Like you could be 20, 25, 30, and some men still have problems with just sparking up a conversation with a female, with a person of the opposite sex. And sometimes that, a lot of dudes are lonely, so they delve into masturbation a lot. They delve into just, playing video games too much. And I'm not dissing anybody for doing certain things, but I'm just saying, if you look at some of your behaviors, you got to look at where it derives from. Social anxiety is rampant these days, and that's because we don't talk anymore. We're not social. We live on our phones, and we look at YouTube videos a lot. We look at all kind of things that are not like really, helping our lives. Social media, Instagram, things like that. You have to understand, man. You have to really think for yourself. Take a break from society a little bit sometimes. You know, create meaningful relationships with actual people. You know, have knowledge of yourself. Know who you are and where you want to go. Be direct. Be intentful. And have discipline. Discipline is key, man, for real. So, hey, man, that's what this channel, what I'm gonna be, harping on and giving you guys some game and some knowledge and insight into my life. I'm gonna be transparent with you, and also just sharing you my tidbits, on how to be, you know. Like I said, there's no one way. There's several different paths to the main goal. We just got to get there, man. So it's your boy.